This year, we had 140 applications received.
My name is Gabriel Gonzalez.
Ashley Jimena Dominguez Carvajal.
Miranda Robinson.
Angel Mendez.
I am Calixto Gomez.
Andrea Contos.
Emmanuel Chavez.
Jacqueline Brown Gaines.
Krishna Bhakta.
Esmeralda Lugo.
Maina Masacocioni.
And these are from some of the strongest students or graduating students in the school district. We do a lot of paper screening before we take the applications to a committee of volunteer Rotarians, and they read the essays and score the essays. They also look at letters of recommendation, and we score those. And once those are ranked, we try to narrow the pool down to a reasonable group where we can do a face-to-face interview. And that interview was conducted by at least 3 volunteer Rotarians. This year we had 30 volunteer Rotarians interviewing the students that we asked to come in.
I go to Ramon C. Cortina School of Visual and Performing Arts.
So I'm currently attending Garfield High School.
I go to high school at Esteban Torres in the Engineering and Tech building.
I'm currently attending Southgate High School.
Venice High School.
Garfield High School.
Francisco Bravo Medical Magnet High School.
Venice High School.
LACES, the LA Center for Enriched Studies.
Francisco Bravo Medical Magnet.
I go to Edward Roybal Learning Center.
I'm going to read you a couple little paragraphs today from some of the kids that we've talked to. Some of the kids that we've interviewed. I've been fortunate to be part of the scholarship interview day the last couple years. And I have to tell you that if you've done it, you know what I'm talking about. It's one of the most profound days of my year. Let me read you one. My dad and I sleep in a car because he has an addiction problem and changes jobs all the time. I do my homework in the library. I find something to eat. I go to sleep back in the car. I shower in the morning in the locker room at the high school I go to. I've done this every day for 2 years. I'm an honor student. While my dad has a problem, he won't let the problem become my problem. That student goes to an Ivy League school now. That student is supported by LA5.
Now imagine a student who has no pathway, who has no idea what exists. Those are the youngsters that you are tapping into. Your scholarship committee is finding this youth that through all obstacles, above all obstacles and all barriers, weren't even supposed to be in that room.
I noticed my little neighbors needed help with homework, so tutoring was a big thing for me. I think it was always present in me, not necessarily to be directly involved with the community, but knowing that in the future I wanted to use my degree to benefit the community.
From when I was in my mother's womb, my parents are huge advocates for community service.
I'm already getting involved with National Honor Society, and I went through Key Club, and I help out on community level.
What I was really exposed to was inequality and all the types of inequality there's in the world and how unfair the world truly is, and that's what moved me to be involved with service.
Like, I know I've always been into math and science, so I kind of helped create a tutoring center at my local library.
With Hope Worldwide and working at my church with like the Midnight Mission, the homeless shelters.
I had never even heard of a place like Wellesley College, but I got in. And with your support, I decided to take on that great challenge.
The Rotary Club of Los Angeles has a corpus, a foundation that allocates money each year for scholarships. That corpus needs to grow. We need to be able to offer more scholarships to students. We want to help more students.
My major would most likely be biology.
An endocrinologist.
Political science, most likely.
Political science.
Biomedical engineering.
Environmental science.
If I don't decide to do political science, I will go into biomedical engineering. Economics major.
Internal medicine or surgeon.
I can make it my lifetime goal to help protect what we have left in our environment.
This year, our application pool will receive $174,000 of new scholarships. The students can use the money any way they need it.
I'm excited that I got into the Ann School for Communications at USC.
I'm leaning toward Pepperdine. Right now, I've been accepted to UCLA and Berkeley.
I'm going to Loyola Marymount.
I applied to Brown University under their early action program, and I got in.
I'm going to be a brew in UCLA.
I applied to Georgetown, which is where I'm going.
I've applied to Brown University Early Decision through their program in liberal medical education called PLME, and I got in.
Well, I applied to Spelman College, and that was my first choice, so I'm going there, and I'm super excited.
Some of the students in this pool described this year living in a home where they have to share bedrooms with their parents, or 10 people living in the family and they can't study at home. They have to go to the library to be able to study. Many of the students come from single parent homes where they have to actually take the parent responsibility to help raise some of their younger siblings, make sure they get the homework done and they're fed and so forth while their parent is out working.
Your scholarship allowed me to convince my parents, I was the first one in my family to go to college, to let me go 3,000 miles, oh my gosh, to let me go 3,000 miles away from home. Even though Wellesley had provided a generous financial aid package, there wasn't money for airplane tickets or for the winter wardrobe that I would need. Thank you to the Rotary Scholarship. You assured me that I would have all those things. You made sure that I could get home twice a year to visit my family who had never heard of Wellesley and who had never been to Wellesley. They would only visit me the day that I graduated.
Thank you, LA5.
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 Thank you, LA5.